So she's passing around this paper with this picture of this fish sculpture. You
Right.
know, you see enormous thing, fish sculpture, and that has been used somewhere on the beach in, I don't know, either US or Mexico, someplace. And she said, oh, well, I can do that.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Kanoa here with RosaritoLiving.com, and I'm sitting here this morning with Danielle Williams. Hello, Danielle.
Hi, Kanoa. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Danielle, we've known each other for quite some years now.
I think 10 years.
10 years?
No, even longer.
Maybe, huh?
Even longer, yeah.
You were a client of ours from way back when at the beginning.
In 97 is when I became acquainted with you.
Yeah, 2007.
2007. Right.
We got here in 2005, so we were here for a couple of years, and then we met.
And you were in full swing by the time I met you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we've known each other for a while. For people that are just watching this, what brought you to Rosarito Beach?
Well, I knew that I wanted to live on the ocean. You know, this was not negotiable, and I certainly could not afford this in California or anywhere on the West Coast for that matter. So I started looking at Rosarito, Ensenada, and it took me a long, long time. And I was fortunate enough to run into Travis.
Travis, yes.
A salesman of yours at the time. And Travis was, I guess, starting out also, and he was very, very patient, and he took me everywhere. And finally, he showed me the place where he was staying, which happened to be the tower in La Jolla.
Right.
Yeah. And after a couple more trips in other places, I said, you know, I really want to live where you live.
And you've been here ever since.
And I've been here ever since.
You know, one of the
and I am on the ocean.
And you're on the ocean. One of the things I remember that's fascinating is you showed up in a boat. Did you?
I had a boat. No, I didn't show up on a boat.
Well, I'm not didn't show up in a boat. You were sailing at the time, right?
I had a boat at the time, yeah, and I sold it several years later. But anyhow, so it was I had to be on the ocean, and I am on the ocean.
And you're a world traveler almost, right? You've traveled all around the place.
I really do, but I always come back to Rosarito. You know, this is where I hang my hat, very happily so.
So you were happy that, you know, obviously you've been
very, very happy to have made that move. People ask you, so what's the best thing about Tijuana, Rosarito? And I said, well, San Diego.
It's so true. We get the best of both worlds.
We really, truly do.
Yeah, I like to tell people I get to cross over and use my health insurance and go do the shopping.
You get to Trader Joe. You get all your, at my age, you know, I'm about to be 78.
Oh my goodness,
the medical is very important.
It is.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
And it's one consideration for being here rather than other places. People don't realize
that when they think about where they're moving to. That's something they need to consider.
Well, you really need to consider it.
Yeah. The reasons I asked you to come in today was that you're working on a project right now, which I thought was just fascinating. And I think you're involved with the Local Rotary too, right?
I am involved with the Local Rotary. I'm involved with the local Flying Samaritans, the local Redcross, the local you name it. And
those are some of our most popular charities and
a lot of charities, and there is so many opportunities for involvement that you can't even, you know, do it all.
So if people are coming down here and they're going looking, because we got people that move down here and you can only stir up the water for so long. So we like to say, get involved.
It's easy to get involved because there are many levels of involvement, and of course volunteers galore, and there are many reasons why people volunteer. It's seldom out of boredom, though, and these are very vibrant people that
very active,
very active, and do very valuable tasks.
Yeah, I think each one of those we could probably end up having a long conversation about the Samaritans or the Red Cross, or the Rotary. These are all just amazing.
And you can always start your own.
Yes, absolutely. And there's people that are right now.
And I have done that with the orphanage that I'm sponsoring.
Okay, so tell us about the orphanage. So who is this? Who is it?
This orphanage is, I've been involved with this orphanage almost 3 years or 2 years, I don't remember now.
Okay.
But a friend of mine, an acquaintance of mine, took me to this orphanage. He said, well, you got to see these people, you know, they had just gotten electricity. And
are they here in Rosarito?
Oh, they are. They're here in Rosarito, in the upper reaches of Plan Libertador, which is one of the many hills of Rosarito. It's got more hills than Rome. Anyway, so I went, and the director was there with a few, with a wheelbarrow and a heap of sand and mortar, and he just ran out of blocks. So I said, oh, well, why don't I go get you some more blocks?
Sure.
So I went to the local ferreteria, where they sell supplies, and they don't take credit cards, and all I had in my pocket was $40. So I said, well, how many blocks can I get with $40? Well, at the time, I think I could get 60. Prices have gone up.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got those blocks. He got the blocks, and then I began being interested in their mission. People are.
How many kids do they have there?
It varies. He's not really a straight orphanage. He does believe, and what's attracted me to them is that he will relieve families when there's a problem and take on the kids. I could tell you stories, like migrant workers' kids, very, very, very. And so when if the family gets back together and on track,
then they can get the
kids back which is wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. So I started doing fundraisers.
How would somebody know about them? Or how would the families be able to know that they could come?
Well, it's largely word of mouth.
Okay.
It's largely, and sometimes DIF will
place the kids there.
Well, DIF has some very strict rules. First of all, DIF couldn't bring them because it was always building, and so it's considered a hazard. That in any case, it's now a 4-story facility. I've gone grants yearly.
Okay.
There's a place in Oregon that had gotten them started from moving from a trailer to their first initial structure. It's a beautiful, beautiful story.
How long have they been there?
5-6 years. When they were there with the trailer.
Right.
To now.
So now they got from 6 years. They've gone from a trailer to a 4-story building.
Yeah. Right. It's really truly amazing.
Did you organize is this like a nonprofit, or is this just a?
I did finally form a nonprofit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm not the only one, right? We didn't build these 4-story buildings with me alone. There's a church from Oregon and various churches that have helped.
And who's organizing all of this for them?
Well,
different people are involved?
Well, different people, but I'm the local. I'm the one there.
So you're spearheading.
I'm kind of also checking, oh, you want money? Mm-hmm. Well, you're going to do this, and that,
right.
And so I kind of hold the carrot.
Oh, very nice.
And but then I run out of money by May. By May, I've run out of the grant money. So I need fundraisers, and I'm having one on the 21st of May if you want to.
Oh, absolutely, we can help doing the promotions for that.
No, you can pay your $50 and come with me to the dog races.
There you go. Absolutely. I don't think that would be a problem at all. So, but tell me about so where is the money going? What is happening? So when you're doing these fundraisers,
I've raised money for them, and we build the orphanage and also help in the maintenance.
So is this their only source of income, is through the fundraising, through donations? Completely
through donations.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's some sort of a miracle to me that we're able to do that.
Right.
And this is one of 120 orphanages in the region.
There's a lot.
Orphanage is not the proper term. Nobody's an orphan.
Okay.
These are kids that are.
They have the families. They're just not able to.
Or a single mother,
right.
or the mother is gone, very different situations.
What's the proper term?
Children in need.
Children in need. Okay. All right.
Underprivileged children. There are many terms to describe. And there's some very horrible stories. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad there's somebody like you that's out there.
There are many people. There are many people here who are involved in orphanages.
Right.
And so.
Yeah. No. I've talked to a lot of them. So different people. We've got close family and relatives that go down a little bit down south and they help the orphanages. So there's a lot of opportunities.
Right. Then so another thing, I'm involved with the indigenous village. And, yes.
All right.
So that has been actually frustrating.
Why is that?
Well, you really want to help people who want to help themselves.
Okay,
and I don't want to say, and I don't want to say anymore, but it has been, raise money for them, trying to get them solar power to assist with their electric bill. And
this is a separate project, right?
That's a separate project.
Okay.
Then I have other projects. Oh, yes, the recycling.
Oh, yes.
The plastic recycling.
The plastic recycling.
The fish.
I think you actually got some publicity. You actually ended up in the paper.
I got lots of publicity, too.
Right.
Yeah, in the Gringo paper
yes.
and the Los Ecos.
So tell me about that. What got that started? Where did that come from?
That actually came from a Rotary meeting.
Okay.
Where the Rotary Club from La Mission and they have been with my club, which is in Rosarito, thinking about getting something big for plastic recycling, and then
What started that? I mean, where did that come from?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
So she's passing around this paper with this picture of this fish sculpture. You
Right.
know, you see enormous thing, fish sculpture, and that has been used somewhere on the beach in, I don't know, the US or Mexico, someplace. And she said, oh, well, I can do that. So I did. And so the orphanage director, the same orphanage,
Right.
I said, well, could you do this? I said, well, sure, yeah, you buy me the material, I'll do it. So in 3 days it was done.
You did it?
No, he did it.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah. I bought the material.
You bought him the material, and he built this.
He built this
this
fish,
picture.
and we took it to the local junior high.
Okay.
And who is a director, so now I've since then adopted that junior high.
Okay.
So now we started the recycling, and
So you're bringing this fish to the junior high. Did they wonder what you're doing? I mean,
no, they knew. They knew
so they
the director.
understand
The
the
director's
purpose of all
all
this?
into it.
Okay.
We had little seminar. There was a survey
explaining to the kids what's going on.
There was a survey, a school-wide survey.
Okay.
And with the usual politically correct questions.
Right.
And then one of the questions was, would you like to be involved? Would you like to be a leader in this movement? And 25 kids said yes, they'd like to be involved. So we had our core group of
So you got the kids
leaders
to get involved and take leadership roles.
Right, and they
get involved in the recycling.
Right, so we did, and so now those kids. I said, well, I'm a school teacher. I was a school teacher. Okay. So I went. I said, well, I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to listen to you. So you're going to write me your ideas, and the next meeting. So they had all their propuestas, their what they really want, what they thought, their ideas. So we boiled this down, and we've had meetings since then. We emptied the fish. We sold the plastic.
How old are these kids?
Junior high.
Oh, junior high. Okay.
Right. So now we sold the plastic.
So you filled up the fish. So I saw that. So the fish. So you put this big
So we emptied the fish.
Filled it up with recyclables. Tipped it over.
They had to borrow my truck to take it to the recycling place. Well,
do you sell it to the recycling pan?
Right, we did. Yeah,
okay, and the money comes back to the kids.
Right, what is it? 10 peso a kilo or something minimal. But we made 300 pesos.
Okay.
And 3 trips with my truck.
Oh wow!
And so now it's being filled again. So the next step is one of their projects the kids wanted was making compost and embellishing.
Yeah.
So I had a compost bin built.
The one that they compete and they rotate it and they swirl it, right?
That one, yeah.
Okay.
So we're delivering this on Tuesday.
So they don't have it yet.
They don't have it yet.
So now they're going to take all of the perishables and the organic material goes into this.
We're going to have a little, not a little lesson, a little seminar about what to do. And so they're getting this sheet of paper with, they get pretty much the idea of what to do. And so where they're going to list how much what they put every day, they have a 2-week journal.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, we're going to meet again. And we're going to move on to the next project.
How wonderful. So let me just recap this. So for one, we're getting into their young minds about how important it is to recycle the plastic. Mm-hmm. And now we're showing them about building the compost and how to be able to take all the perishables and turn it into fertilizer.
Right, and then they're going to grow radishes or flowers, something. And
they're involved and they're excited
guess
about
what?
it.
We need money.
Okay. So it's about raising the money for what?
No. I need money to keep on going with this project.
To keep going with the project with the kids.
Yeah, because that school that I now, quote unquote, decided to
do you have like a
adopt.
number, or is it? or are you trying to raise certain levels?
No. I do. I would like a corporate sponsor to adopt that school.
Okay.
I want a corporate sponsor to adopt that school, like Baja 123.
Yes, we get a lot of people that want, and I'm not saying. I think one of the things that we do best is we help with the promotions to getting the word out. And that's really where we commit to the community, is that our websites and all the promotions, everything's are all donated right now. Everything's for free. So my best thing that I think I can help you with is to help find those sponsorships.
Well, yeah.
And which is what I really want to be able to do.
And so because we have a long list of the needs of that one particular school.
Sure.
And what really, the reason is that it's next to the orphanage.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is it's going to be a source of income.
So the school is by the orphanage.
And the band, the director, is
Right.
the one that's good with, this wrought iron stuff and
Okay.
making things.
All right.
I mean, he built the orphanage.
Sure.
He's very good at soldering and all that sort of stuff. So it's a source
Was
of
he
income
the
for
one that
him.
helped with the construction of the fish?
Yeah, he didn't help, he did it.
He did the construction
And
of
the
fish.
kids at the orphanage were doing, little hands with little wires,
Right.
and it was beautiful to watch.
Right.
And so he also built the thing for the compost, and he's going to be taking orders, so he's going to be making money, and then that's a source of income for him. So it's really a win-win situation.
Well, I want to say, I think for the people of our area, I personally am grateful, because I think the leadership and the commitment to the community is important in for our city, and that's something.
plenty. This is one school.
Okay. Yes.
Anybody can come and adopt a million other schools.
Yes, there's a lot of opportunity to come down here and be a positive force on the world, and especially on our city, on Rosarito Beach, which is what, for me, this is all about right now.
Well, it is. Let's help Rosarito.
Let's help Rosarito.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell anybody out there? If people want to donate, or if they want to contribute, or if they want to get involved, how would they get a hold of you?
They could get a hold of you.
They can get okay, and then I'll pass them your way.
Exactly.
Is that way?
That's
Okay.
the idea. That's why
Okay.
I'm here.
All right, absolutely.
Yes.
That's no problem. You guys can always email us at info@rosaritoliving.com. And if you have any suggestions, if you want to contribute money, if you want to be a corporate sponsor, if you want to be an individual sponsor, please just shoot us an email, and we'll get you in contact
Yes,
with
and
Danielle.
I do have a 501c3, although
Okay.
right now, nobody can claim,
Okay.
the tax structure now.
And you've got the event coming up on the 21st, you said?
Oh, yeah, the dog races.
Is that it? Is that for a fundraising event?
Yeah,
Is that
it
it on
is,
the
it is,
21st?
it is.
Well, please provide me with any more information you have on that, and we'll make sure to see if we can get as many people
That's
as
right.
we can
That's
involved
right.
in that.
You pay $50. You get
Okay.
transported to the dog races in Caliente.
All right.
You have a wonderful, wonderful large 4-course meal at Mujeres Divina, which is the
Okay.
restaurant there.
Are you going to bus people, or is it
The director has a bus.
the director has a bus? How many people are you expecting, or can you?
I can transport 20 people,
So-
but cars and carpools are.
Can people all go for the event? Excellent.
yeah.
Well, I'll make sure to get that all in there too. I really appreciate you.
Well, you're very welcome.
I appreciate you coming in here and talking to us. I am so happy and proud that we have people like you in our city. So thank you very much.
I'm one of many.
Oh, I
Yes.
know. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you're planning on buying real estate in the Rosarito Beach area, make sure to give us a call. Have a great day, everybody.